Hey everybody, Bill Einelli & Associates Real Estate. Welcome to the Real Estate Matters videocast, April 19th, 2022. And we are going to do a 2-for-1 today. We are out Iron Springs Road, and this area is called Kingswood. It's called Kingswood, a planned development. Very nice, been around for a while. Up in the tall pines, actually not real tall pines, it's actually a little lower elevation than the south side of Prescott. 118 homes in here, single family residences, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, anywhere from a quarter acre, 2/10 of an acre up to an acre. Highest price I saw in here is $1.1 million that's under contract. Lowest price is about $480 under contract, 2-bedroom, and the $1.1 million's a 4-bedroom, nice house. 6 houses for sale in here right now. You can see the roads, they kind of go up and down a little bit. A lot of homes are on the sides here are lower, or the ones on the left are perched up high. But they make them to where you have a level entryway. Well, let me put my seatbelt on. And then you can come in. So don't, like I said before, don't rule out a 2-level, because a lot of this stuff is main living on the main level, and then a finished off lower level for a game room, or that's nice right there, isn't it? Game room, bonus room, mother-in-law setup, things like that. So the average price in here is around $600. Average rent in here is about $1,800. Kingswood. Underground utilities, very affordable HOA, $80 a year. There is a Prescott Racket Club, tennis courts and stuff, but that's not included with your HOA. That's separate, but you can join that as well. It's right down below. I will go right by it. They're remodeling it right now. So there's a big house right there. There's some newer stuff in here. There's some older stuff. There's a few lots you could buy in here and build your own house. You can use your own builder. A 1,400 foot minimum. There's a little single level that sits below right there. And then there's a clubhouse and Prescott Racket Club and Resort. This is not included, but you could walk right down here and join this. They're closed right now for remodeling, but I'll show you this real quick. That's tennis courts, pickleball courts farther on. This yellow area right here is where the swimming pool is, right through there. And then straight ahead is the clubhouse, and they have little snacks and workout room, massages, things like that. It's closed right now. They should be opening up in a few months. They're remodeling the whole area. It's fairly old. This was around, in the 80s. So, but it's they have big tennis tournaments, pickleball tournaments here. You can join it. I couldn't get the membership fees because no one's around right now. But this is close to town. We're on Iron Springs Road. We're about 7 minutes from Walmart, 10 minutes from Safeway, 15 minutes from downtown Prescott. Kingswood. Keep it in mind. And it looks a lot like other stuff. Forest Trails that I did a video of is right to the south of here. Similar. The houses are a little smaller. You can buy a little smaller house in here, though. So, not a bad area to consider if you want something in the pines close to town. Not tall pines, but certainly has a nice little scenery through here. Beautiful area and close to town with all utilities. That's what people want. And now, next to it, we're going to do a 2-for-1 here. It's called Pine Lakes. This is a 55 and over community, Pine Lakes, and it's manufactured homes, modular homes, and full-time, part-time. A lot of Phoenix people own stuff in here, and people from out of state come here for the milder winters, and full-time. So you got a mixture, and it's senior community, 55 and over, designated senior community. Not many of those here. I get a lot of calls for it, but this is becoming quite popular, and I'll tell you why. Here's a pond here. It's really not a lake. It should be Pine Pond. There's two of them. There's one to the right, but this is the pond. No swimming. You can fish, walk around, take the dog. Clubhouse, swimming pool. Clubhouse is up here to my left. And they have all kinds of stuff. They have hiking clubs, donuts in the morning, get-togethers. Very tight-knit community if you come here. And there's a pool up here to the left. Pickleball courts. Swimming pool's right here on my left. There's a little clubhouse. There's a swimming pool to my left, and there's the pool. See it right there? Pickleball court straight ahead right there. Pickleball's blowing up, isn't it? And manufactured homes, mobile homes, not so much mobile, they're called manufactured. They're older, some are new, some are not. And they range from 129 all the way up to a couple $100,000, and you go, wow, that's cheap. And I'll tell you why they're cheap. Because you do not own the land. It's a land lease. You own the unit, you do not own the land. And we didn't used to be able to sell these. Now we can, because it's not considered real estate. Now we write them up on a different contract. And so you can buy a nice one in here. I saw one in here for $129, $159, and the average space rent's about $700. So you pay $129 for your place and $700 space rent, which isn't bad. And that includes access to all the amenities that I just showed you. Nice in here though, right? It's in the Pines. Again, underground utilities here, city utilities, close to town, mainly carports. You don't see a lot of garages. They do have an RV storage area that you can park your RV at. There, that's a nice little unit right there with the porch, front decking area. Sir, that's one way. You can't go here. That's why I'm turning around. Oh, I guess he just he's just not obeying the rules, going the wrong way. Okay. Whatever. Trash day, all the trash is out. Boy, you gotta wind around in here, turn around. Little creek to walk around. So there's all these little places to explore in here as well. And quiet, tight-knit area, usually a carport or two. So if you're looking for affordability and to get into the game, or something you want part-time or full-time, and you're on a fixed income, a lower income, you don't have a lot of money to spend on a house, this would be it. And these are starting to blow up. We're getting a lot of calls, writing a lot of offers in these areas because of that reason. It's affordable, and people can buy a nice place for $150 and have a $750 payment plus their utilities. And people ask about the fire. This one's very well done. It's called Firewise. This whole community is considered Firewise, where they cut the trees back and they cut the bushes up, and there's certain restrictions to be designated a Firewise community. So if there is a fire, they are going to come in here and save this property before others that have not done the work. And there is a fire today up by me, if you look on the news, up in South Prescott, up Groom Creek. In the high winds, it's a little scary. So fire's always a concern. People ask me about it. So you've got to prep your house, make sure you do the precautions. Like I've said before, I don't worry about the locals. I worry about the yahoos coming up from the valley, Phoenix, and shooting guns and riding quads and not putting out campfires. That's who I worry about, not the people living here. There's a little shuffleboard over here too. Pine Lakes, right next to Kingswood. Write these down if you're interested. Look on a map. They're off Iron Springs Road, close to Forest Trails, which I did a video of that about a year or two ago. Forest Trails. They're all within this little area on Iron Springs Road, close to Prescott, 15 minutes from downtown, 10 minutes from grocery shopping and such. Nice units in here, though. You can see how well kept it is. So you can go across the street to Kingswood and buy a home for the 550, 600 range in the Pines, close into town, with a club you can join to work out and play tennis and such. Or you can come over to Pine Lakes for a 150 range with a $700 average space rental and buy one of these. Your choice. They both make sense depending on your situation. So just trying to give you some affordability here in town. Things are going crazy. Average rent over here at Kingswood's about $1,800, and these rent over here, you can rent these sometimes for the summer and stuff for $15, $17, $2,000, completely furnished like a vacation rental. They do have to approve. They do have to approve your application in this Pine Lakes. They make sure that you're of age and go through a mini approval process to make sure everybody's legit, which is fine. So here's more of Kingswood. You just pop right out of there and you go back up into Kingswood. So make sure and take a look at these. Both good values on the north side of Prescott. We've been focusing a lot on the south side. This is the north side of Prescott off Iron Springs Road, if you look on a map. Kingswood and Pine Lakes. Nice homes in here in Kingswood, right? A lot of these are 2 bedrooms where they have a split floor plan, 2 master bedrooms. It's kind of interesting. And then there's some 3 and 2. There was a lot of people that I sold these to when the racetrack with horse racing. They bought these to stay the summer. But you get up here and there's views, oak, pinyon pine, scrub oak, juniper. A little windy today, a little overcast, 77 degrees. So if you're in town, you want to come out here, we can take you out, take a look around. There's not much for sale out here right now. There's 6 homes, and I think 3 are under contract. It's dead ends right here. So give me a call. Thanks for checking in, and look at that view. Isn't that nice? It's nice back here. Go to the website, azrealestatematters.com. 602-463-9166, 928-848-6911. Or give me a call if you have any questions. Just had a call from a commercial guy who was asking about a place he wanted to buy, and I gave him a little overview of the area that he was real thankful with. Found me on the internet. Spent 10 minutes with him on the phone, and I'm glad to do that. If you're thinking about coming out, you just want to chat about the area, about the terrain, about whatever, give us a call. We've got great agents here as well that I work with that can go out and see something you like. We go out and film it live on a FaceTime on an iPhone or a Zoom call on a Droid phone and do a live tour of the homes. We've been very successful that way. The market is slowing down just a tad if you're a buyer. Things are not flying off the shelf. You have a few days now, which is rather nice for a buyer because it was a frenzy. So we are seeing a little slowdown. Interest rates have risen, which is going to take a lot of the younger people out where they're not going to be able to afford such a big house. They're going to have to adjust. But a lot of people are coming here with cash. People ask me, is the market going to crash? I don't think it's going to crash. I think it's going to adjust to where it's going to flatten out a little bit and not see this rapid appreciation, which is fine with me because we cannot continue 15, 18% appreciation in a year. You know, I'd like to see 3 to 5 actually for 3 years. That's 15%, a nice steady growth. I've said that many times. So I don't think we're going to, as long as people can sell their house elsewhere in these other states and move here, we'll be okay. We're kind of that. We're a destination where a lot of people aren't relying on jobs and things. They've already made their money elsewhere. They're retiring, or they can now with COVID, a lot of them are moving here. Younger people, I just talked to one we sold a house to, and he's in tech, and him and his wife and their kids are at home, and he works out of his house. So he finally, younger people can go, we can live in Prescott, Arizona and raise our family, and now we can figure it out, where before we had to find a job here, and that was impossible for younger people to find a high-paying job. So keep us in mind, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for participating, and thanks for calling. You can make sure and subscribe in the lower right-hand corner here. When we phase out, there'll be a little subscribe button, and click on that, and you'll get the videos alerts that, hey, Bill put a new video up on your email, and you comment. I answer all the comments, good and bad. So reach out to me anytime. Appreciate you guys watching these videos and enjoying them, and we will talk soon. Stay safe out there, okay? Bye now.